Speaking of things that are impossible, David Koch on Sunrise this morning was suggesting that because there have been so many interest rate rises, the federal government should step in and agree that they would back up everyone's loan, go guarantor on everyone's loan if they happen to be losing money because of this. Here's what Koch had to say this morning.
The best thing the federal government could do, it's not a handout, it's just saying to the bank, don't close them down, we'll guarantee it.
Until things improve.
Until things improve.
Now, he unloaded on Philip Lowe, who faced up to Senate estimates today. Philip Lowe basically said, oh, look, it's all fine. Take a look.
People really forgot about how corrosive inflation was and how it eroded your savings, how it made income inequality worse, how it really hurt the poor. So I think we've forgotten about that because it's 30 years since we lived in that world. I know it's really hard for people to have to pay more on their mortgages, but it'll be harder still if inflation gets too high and stays too high.
Interest rate rises are good, but guess what? It's not all my fault.
In early 2020, we were being told by the health people that tens of thousands of Australians would be dead within months. Remember, there were preparations for, including near the Reserve Bank, for temporary morgues in our cities.
Now, Koch's suggestion that the government go guarantor on every loan is just utterly ridiculous, right? It's just impossible. You couldn't do it. But I thought Lowe's performance today at Senate estimates was weak. There's suggestions that he was, ambushed or bullied by the government. I don't agree with that. The government, as we were talking about last night, is simply saying that battlers who are already pulling in their belts are being punished for acts that were not their fault. When are we going to see Lowe and the RBA take responsibility for what they did, which was reduce interest rates to historic lows at a time when government was pumping shed loads of money into the economy and tell us that we wouldn't have a rate rise until 2024? And we got inflation. Oh, what a surprise!